in my experience at least, when bands get really, really successful, it goes one of two ways. Sometimes they almost become nicer than they were. They almost become nicer. And I think that's because some of the pressure's off. Like with Chad, he was never not a nice person. Chad was always a nice person, but he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder when I first met him. And I think when they had that success, it's like, goodbye to the chip. I thought I was awesome. Now the world has confirmed that I'm awesome and I can relax a little bit. You know, whereas then you get other people who have success and they just become monsters, either through how they treat women or how they treat, I don't know. Like, it's funny. It's funny how some people have some success and it's the worst thing that ever happens to them.
There's so few people that actually have major success, but the people that can appreciate the success that they have had and deal with it and not be envious of the people that have had more success can have long careers.
I agree. And I mean, I always say, like, people say, like, what's your definition of being successful in the music business? Pretty simple. You pay your rent with your career.
Right.
Everything else is a bonus, you know, like, because not that many people can pay their rent with their music career, you know?
It's even harder now.
And it's even harder now, you know? Yeah, it's funny in business now because it's like, on the one hand, there's way more entry points. Like when I first started, you know, 30 years ago, if you weren't on a major label, that was going to be pretty tough. I mean, they controlled relationships with radio. They controlled the retail accounts. Some of them even controlled the CD manufacturing plants. I mean, remember that CD manufacturing plant inside of EMI?
Well, CBS, when we signed, had, that's on Eglinton and Don Mills. The pressing plant was right there.
Right. Right. So, I mean, if you weren't, I mean, that's why I remember when the Barenaked Ladies put out Gordon, it was because they were independent. And that was like one of the first times an independent record actually charted. But it was many years later. I mean, it was really Napster that kind of changed everything. You know, it's pretty interesting now. Like, this business is.
But the cost of touring, the cost of living now, if you don't have some source of income, a day job, a benefactor of some sort, Jonathan Simkin, to help you get through it, it's tough.
It's tough. But, you know, for the people who wanted this as a career.
Why would you not, you know, once you either, if you're in, you're in. And then people, I always say to people, you can have music as a hobby. You can play piano at the, you know, family functions.
Yep.
You can play in a weekend band at the local pub and not have the grief. But if you're going for it, Paul McCartney's 80, he's on tour. The Stones, in their late 70s, early 80s.
Still touring. Who's still touring?
And they don't suck.
You hate Simkin. She hates Simkin.